I'm here with two pieces of advice as a trauma therapist. I've been doing this for 30 years, helping women and children and men overcome the psychological distress that follows trauma. And trauma comes in many, many forms. There's big T traumas, like a crime committed against you, an assault, etc. There's like little t traumas, which are developmental traumas, where something happens at the wrong point in time and we kind of get stuck in that area. Those are just as relevant. There are historical traumas where generations of people have experienced something against them. And there are many, many other ways to think about traumas. It's not like this thing bothered me, I'm traumatized by it. That's not a trauma, that's an upset. Traumas are big deal, and there's a way that the brain will cope with it that does not help. And I want to tell you two things to not do right now. Okay, the first one is do not dissociate. Dissociation is when we just kind of check out of things and we go into a little fantasy. It could be like we ruminate over the trauma. We check out, pretend it's not happening, and like our eyes will glaze over, we'll get the 10-mile stare. That kind of checking out is really bad for our ability to heal from traumas. So the solution is to stay present, stay focused as much as you can, and do things that pull you into the present moment. So art, of course art, exercise, cooking, eating mindfully, being with people that you enjoy having a meal with, and having conversation and talking about the food is a really great way to stay present. And there are, of course, times when we need a break from like the stress that we're dealing with, and that's important. It's very good to really spend time on your own joy. But dissociating, checking out, going into a social media doom scroll for an hour where you lose an hour of time, that's the kind of stuff that's really damaging to us. Okay, second thing that you want to not do right now is avoid people, avoid community. And the research is abundantly clear. Healing happens in community, and people stay healthier when they're in connection with community. They live longer when they're in connection with community. This is not just like advice that somebody might have come up with. This is well documented and researched. We have to connect with other people. So that means just checking in, a quick text to someone is good, but it's not enough. You want to start scheduling time with people. It's very easy. I work at home. It's very easy to just, stay at home. I really make an effort. I belong to a club that meets in person twice a month, and we do charity kinds of things. I belong to a coaching group, and I belong to an anti-racism group, and those meet online, and it's so helpful to like have a chat with someone live on the internet. It is considered community engagement. You're engaging with others. So being here right now is really a part of that as well. However, it's not enough. You got to get out and be with people. If you get a dog, there's research that shows people with a dog tend to do better because you're out, you walk the dog, you say hello to your neighbors, there's the physical aspect of it, but there's the social aspect of it as well. The dog is good company, and just a chit chat with your neighbors is huge. Does that feel like too much? Go order a cup of coffee and say hello when you order your coffee, and how are you, and oh my gosh, something about the weather. That kind of chit chat, which a lot of introverts hate, is good for you. Research shows those little interactions are huge. There's a drugstore nearby that I go to, and there's two women that work there that now I always say hi. It's a place I stop in for, of course, medicine, but I'll stop in and just get, something to drink and say hello. And it's small, cost me $1 to get a soda water. That kind of attention to your social engagement is essential. And those are things that we've lost over time since the pandemic, those little interactions. And another way that you can get back into community is stop ordering all your stuff online. Literally, if you can go to a store to make your purchase, then you do it. Obviously, there's some things that maybe you can't find where you are, or maybe it's very difficult to get out. I'm just giving you a wide variety of options, and some of these are going to work for you. I'm certain of it. Some of these will work for you to engage in community. Okay, so in summary, the 2 things to not do: dissociate, check out. Rest, yes. Have a little distraction with some joy, yes. Do the things you love, yes. Do not dissociate. And the other thing to not do is avoid your community and avoid going out. You may not feel like going out and seeing people. If you do it anyway, and then ask yourself, oh, how much did I enjoy this? I know I didn't want to. I thought I would enjoy it at like 5 out of 10, but I actually enjoyed it at a 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. Start investigating what gives you some pleasure, and staying present and being in community are the 2 things that can help us get through what's happening these days. All right, I'm so glad you're here. And I really want to encourage you to connect. So you can get inside whatever community you want, make an effort. We have the Modern Creative Woman community, but you have your neighbors, you have all kinds of people that you can just be in contact with in a really casual way or a really deep, meaningful way. Just get out there. All right, I'll see you same time.